Hey, what's happening, Rude Nation? Welcome back to the Rude Boys Power Hour. This is episode 20. Big time episode.
Man, we gotta take our shoes off the count now. Woo!
That's true. Yes, this is
Or
a
just
big
flash
time.
10.
Flash 10. Do it.
Twice, actually.
Yeah, twice. That
Yes.
would be crap. This is
That
a
would be twice.
high energy show already.
Yes!
Oh my God.
Can't wait. What's up? I'm Tom.
I'm sure. We got a jam-packed episode, like we said. Packed with jam. Jam.
Always. Baby
Always
jams.
jam. Oh, God.
Mainly, yeah.
What have you been up to, Tom? Just this. How's your weekend been? This is early. We crammed in 2 movies. Deadpool 2, Solo. Gonna talk about it. There's gonna be spoilers. That's our fucking policy, guys.
Deal with it.
Yeah, don't listen to the episode yet. Download it. Like it, subscribe, do everything. Hit us up on that Podbean. And then listen to it when you're ready. But we saw the movies. This is a late recording episode.
Yes.
As of recording, this episode hopefully should go out tomorrow. So it's going to be a lot of recording on my shoulders.
Editing, you mean?
Editing. That's what I said.
You said recording.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Recording's going to be on my shoulders
It's
too,
an
apparently.
episode! Awesome!
And, yeah. So, who's in your mouth, Tommy?
Polar seltzer, calorie-free lemon water.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude,
You've been drinking for the past 72 hours, yeah.
3 days, and I'm just... My liver just needs help.
It needs a rest.
Rude Nation, you want to help us out? I got a cooler, a 30-pack, a 20-pack of beer. I got 6 packs, a go-go. Hit me up. We'll party.
Come on over,
Come on
baby.
over.
Casa de Cash. Come on over, get that beer. Get that beer.
Get that beer.
Get that beer.
Get it in your mouth.
Well,
Who's in your mouth,
okay,
friend?
I got a Monster Rehab.
You love
Still waiting
monsters.
on that. Yeah, still waiting on that sponsorship gig. Their Monster Rehab specifically. The Monsters, those are kind of gross, but Rehab. There's a peach tea plus energy. The energy, ambiguous. I don't know. Whatever it is,
It's all mental, baby.
Exactly. It's all the placebo effect. Yeah. Peach tea is really good. Orangeade plus tea.
Nice.
That's really good. Lemonade, it's pretty good. Pretty good. They
Yeah.
used to have a green tea and a Rojo tea, which is red tea
Right,
for the
yeah.
uninitiated. Those were good. Those got discontinued.
Yeah.
If you find them, throw them out because they're probably expired.
Yeah.
It'll probably burn through the can.
I used to drink the rehabs,
Right.
and I guess the chemicals or whatever they use in there just
It doesn't
destroyed
say
me.
chemicals. It says peach tea plus energy.
Yeah,
So that's about it. I don't see anything that says chemicals on it.
Yeah,
So
regardless, I don't know.
clink it up.
My baby stomach thudded up more. Thud.
That was a thud. All right, Tommy, like I said, we got a jam full show, full of jam. Blitzkrieg, the biggest Blitzkrieg news we've had to date. So many news. We got E3 coming up, so all the news coming out before E3. A lot of movies. The summer movie season is in full fucking effect, and just a lot of good news. So let's get to it.
Alright, we got in games.
Whoa!
Neo Geo Mini Arcade announced.
We talked about this. Was rumored last episode. It's an actual little tiny arcade cabinet, 40 Geo games. I think you can plug into a TV. It's got controllers. Pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
Cool. We gotta keep this
I'll grab
Blitzkrieg.
it.
Yeah.
Castlevania successor Bloodstain gets a retro Castlevania style sister game.
Yeah, this was announced and released all in between last and this episode. For the uninitiated, Bloodstained, I believe Ritual of the Night, it was a Kickstarter game by the director of the older Castlevania games, the Symphony of the Nights, all the GBA ones, all those ones. And it was a big success on Kickstarter. One of their goals was a retro-styled Bloodstained game in that same universe. And this one is pretty much modeled right after Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse.
Yeah.
You got character swapping. It's got kind of like old school Castlevania stuff. And yeah, it came out. It's got some pretty good buzz. I'm still waiting on my backer reward for that. It's a little bit delayed, so if you did back Bloodstained proper and you are eligible for that tier, just hang tight. Your code is coming.
Yeah, I think my brother's waiting too.
Gotcha.
We also have NES Classic returns to stores June 29th.
Yep.
Are they putting new games in it?
No,
or
it's the same ones, and I know the SNES is still kind of leaking back onto the store shelves too. It should be back in stores that same time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Street Fighter V characters crossing over to Power Rangers Legacy Wars mobile game. I saw that.
So
like,
random. I saw.
like,
yeah, but like pretty much
fighting
Street
the Green
Fighter
Power
5
Rangers,
guys,
which is pretty neat.
I mean, it's Street Fighter classic people, but they're
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 renditions.
I did play that a little bit. I didn't get too into it because it was very buggy when it first came out.
Okay, I got you.
With this, maybe I'll
Right.
re-download
That's
it.
an interesting.
I'm sure you got to
crossover
buy them.
They got and I did hear there's some felonious buying DLC nonsenses, but yeah.
Cool. New Halo game coming to Dave & Buster's arcades.
Yep. Yeah, it's like the same company. I forget the name of the company, but the ones that are putting out all the more modern arcade games that Dave & Buster's is just grabbing up.
Yeah.
Raw Thrills, I believe is the name.
Okay.
But yeah, this is kind of like a light game sort of stuff. Like if you want to go back in the day, like your Area 51s. Your Ghost Squads.
Okay.
Obviously, the more modern takes on that, where it's just pretty much super intense. I know there's some aliens and like some House of the Dead's, like similar to that
cool.
stuff. I think it's like 2-screen. It's pretty cool.
Neat. Resident Evil 7 to Switch, but only streamable.
Yeah, this is again something that was announced and actually released as of only in Japan, and honestly, if anyone has a Switch, it's so simple to make a Japanese account to get onto that. I mean, there is a situation of like if you want to download demos, you got no problem. However, if you want to purchase anything, you have to purchase a downloadable code or something off like a Japanese retailer. But anyway, so Capcom is bringing Resident Evil 7 or Biohazard 7 to the Switch.
Is that what it's called over in Japan?
Yeah, it is called Biohazard.
Huh.
I got it.
Got him. Mr. Miyagi would be proud.
Yeah, well, that was a little sloppy. But anyway, so it's not coming out physical form or anything like that. It is downloadable, so to speak. However, you are streaming it online, so
you can
that's
get
kind
lag
of the
and
way
whatnot.
of that is a way the future is going. Not necessarily the best way, because it all depends on your internet connection. It depends on lag. It depends on your location. The Switch is a handheld / console hybrid, so already you're playing that thing tethered to a Ethernet cord, ideally,
easily,
and in the country of origin. I know people who have tried to play it in like California and stuff like that, and it doesn't work because the servers are in Japan, so there's really bad lag. But that's a thing.
Okay,
and
interesting.
Yeah, if it brings the higher profile games, cool, sure.
Comic book news, real quick.
Whoa.
Wolverine, classic Wolverine, coming back. Schnicky, bitches. That's awesome. This is just randomly Marvel's just like, oh, by the way, we're bringing classic Wolverine back.
What do you mean by classic Wolverine? The one that died?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that we
right now
talked about this.
Well, right now, they're doing his whole new comic and whatnot. Like he's getting his own ongoing series again.
Gotcha.
Yes, we did talk about it, but we talked about it so briefly because they talked about it so briefly.
Right.
Now they're actually doing this whole thing where there's like groups of like 6 different heroes searching for Wolverine.
Cool.
Trying to figure out what's up with him.
Oddly enough, I did see news-wise that they are canceling Cable series, I believe, like sometime in August. Either they're canceling it or they're just not renewing it, which is kind of weird because we're going to get into it, obviously, with Deadpool 2 talk, but Josh Brolin bringing that character finally to the silver screen, kind of weird timing, but hey, whatever.
The only thing with this, I'm just hoping they don't cancel all new Wolverine, which is actually a very good book. Movie news. Marvel to bring Kamala Khan, also known as Ms. Marvel, to the MCU after Captain Marvel is introduced. That's cool.
Yeah, I know, like, people, I forget the dude's name, but he's playing the villain in Venom, and he was in Rogue One. I'm going to murder his name, but he's a Middle Eastern actor.
Okay, yeah.
I also know, like Mindy Kaling. Like the names are getting thrown around. Like if they want to bring a character up with such solid racial heritage and diversity, thank you. They want to try to bring the right people in, kind of in the same sense that they brought a female director to do Wonder Woman.
Sure.
And, things like that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Homecoming 2 will have Michael Keaton to return as the Vulture,
which is super cool because he was one of the best MCU villains.
Absolutely.
That we've gotten on them ever.
And Jake Gyllenhaal to play Mysterio. I'm hoping that we get the Quentin Beck dying of cancer and he dies. I just
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much of a method actor Jake Gyllenhaal is.
I don't know how much of an actor he is.
Jesus. Well, he's gonna be in a fishbowl the whole time, probably.
I hope so. Cover up that stupid ass face, your eyes.
I like Mysterio.
I know.
I like that character.
He's a great character.
He's a super great. I mean, he's cheesy as shit, but like, you want to talk about someone like, okay, when Wolverine accidentally killed all the X-Men, it was because it was Mysterio fucking fooling everybody. Oh, Harry Osborn faked his death. Oh, because it was Mysterio.
Yeah.
Like he's that character. He's like, oh, we want to just kind of like just wipe away
It
something.
was Mysterio.
It was Mysterio.
Damn you, Mysterio.
So I think that's pretty cool. They're talking about like Homecoming 2 is going to be like a little globe trotting, especially after the events of Infinity War, which we won't get into spoilers about because it's not our spoiler talk, but things happen. Odd that they're really pushing Homecoming 2, especially considering how things got left off in Infinity War, but this is Sony doing their own fucking thing with, like a younger sibling. Like, shut your fucking mouth, shut up.
Alright, Lego.
Sinister Six, you got 2/3 coming up.
2/3. Ooh, can we see a third at the end, maybe? Well, I mean, we saw Scorpion.
Scorpion was not in the original Sinister Six.
You're correct. You are correct. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn. Lego Movie 2 in theaters, February 2019. Alright, cool.
I never saw that.
I'm sure everything will be awesome again.
I didn't see the first one all the way. We saw Lego Batman. I like that.
Blech.
Shut up! You liked that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, dude, it was trash.
You liked it.
Don't tell me what I like and what I don't like.
I saw you. We watched it together.
Right. Just because I watched it doesn't mean I liked it. Dude, it was trash.
You didn't call it trash. You're like hopping off the bandwagon right now.
Dude, it was total trash.
You didn't have that expression last time.
It was an hour and 45 minutes I will never get back of my life.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the Lego movie stuff. Personally.
Tom's an old man.
Logan director James Mangold to direct Boba Fett movie. Now that's cool because he's directed the last 2 Wolverine movies.
Correct. Yep.
He also directed Girl Interrupted, which was a Academy Award.
Man, just pulled that out of your head, didn't you?
I did.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, no,
what else did he direct?
We actually did research.
Oh yeah, all right, there you go. Made that's how the sausage is made, kids.
Sausage.
Yeah, Boba Fett. Dude, I'm wearing a Boba Fett sweatshirt right now. Like, he is one of the, I'll admit it, I'm wearing a Boba Fett shirt right now. Overhyped Star Wars.
Are you wearing a Boba
characters.
Fett shirt right now?
I am, actually.
Oh, shit.
And I'm saying this right now. He's super overhyped. He was a dude in a costume, and he went out like a punk, and that really should have been it. He's the original trilogy's Captain Phasma. And because Captain Phasma ain't getting any love in these newer trilogy of movies.
Yeah, no.
But hey, all right, whatever. I'm always down for more Star Wars if it doesn't. And we're going to talk to this about Solo. Well, of course, but like Jedi's are great and all. I want to see some more stuff. Give me that grunt. Give me that dart. Give me that. I want to see the fucking hyper fuel being formed.
Wow, you pulled that name out of nowhere, huh? TV news. Oh, shit, nope, sorry. Daniel Craig is back for the 25th James Bond movie.
Yep, confirmed.
That's very cool.
No date yet. I think production begins
He's an awesome Bond.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I've only seen the Pierce Brosnan ones.
Okay.
And, yeah, that was it.
All right, cool.
Those are cheesy.
Yeah. GoldenEye wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was all right. They got worse.
All right, now TV news. Brooklyn Nine-Nine gets canceled and picked up in a span of 24 hours.
This was, I've seen maybe like a bit of the first 3 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I enjoyed it. For some reason, I just dropped off, and it's kind of cool to see outpouring of a show like that reach such a peak that immediately, as soon as someone cancels it, it gets picked up. Like, you want to talk about like coming up, like, Family Guy, how that got canceled, and then the DVD sales kind of spurred it to get picked back up. Same thing with Futurama, Arrested Development. Something like this, though, like in the social media age, like, that was a shame that it even got kind of canceled. So, it's great that they have a home. Who knows for how long, but it's good. That's a funny show. I should really get back into it.
Yeah, last weekend they played like a mini marathon of it, and I definitely laughed.
Okay.
Justin Roiland confirmed 70 new episodes of Rick and Morty. It's just Rick and Morty and their adventures. Morty. Rick and Morty forever and forever. Morty's things. Me and Rick and Morty running around at Rick and Morty time all day long. Forever. All 100 days. Rick and Morty forever. 100 times. Over and over. RickandMortyAdventures.com. All 100 years. Every minute. RickandMorty.com. Fuck you, I hate you.
Oh, that was really worth it. That was worth it.
Was it?
So
That's why Blitzkrieg is so big.
It's so worth it.
It's such a shit.
That was so worth it.
Oh my god.
So there's going to be new Rick and Morty episodes for 100 years. This, 70 episodes ordered by Adult Swim. This doubles, more than doubles what they already have out.
Right.
They only have like 3 seasons worth, which is probably like 30-something episodes. So
yeah,
they're really cranking these out. They're either going to increase the season count or whatever, but it's going to be a lot of Rick and Morty coming.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Evidently. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, to return for an Adult Swim special.
Yep. I love
Harvey Birdman is one of my favorite things. And I don't know, with how Hollywood has been as of late, where, people can't keep their genitalia to themselves. I have a feeling they're going to
be some jabs on that. Well, I know they're going pretty political with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Where, I think Harvey Birdman has to get Stephen Colbert's character, Phil Ken 7, out of some political quagmire situation. So that's always fun, man. I really enjoyed that show.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for the special to come out.
I'll definitely watch it. New Matt Groening show on Netflix, Disenchantment, coming in August.
Yep. So, in the same sense of like we mentioned Futurama and Simpsons, Matt Groening has been tied to some incredibly pivotal, adult-oriented animation. Mm-hmm. Like we said, The Simpsons, who knows what's going on in the more modern seasons, but Futurama I thought was fantastic. I can't wait.
I really enjoyed Futurama.
This should be pretty cool. It's kind of like a did we say medieval? Did we say what it's all about?
Nope,
not at all. Okay, so it's called Disenchantment. It's there's not much information, but it's like medieval kind of Dungeons Dragons sort of thing. Like it's a princess and a troll and like a little demon imp or whatever like that. So I'm down for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. renew for a 6th season. That is awesome.
I know there was a lot of because this was happening around the same time Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I guess this is when their channels were talking about what was staying and what was going. So they're staying.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is awesome. I mean, from what I've caught of season 5, pretty incredible. I dropped off the second half for whatever reason because it's on a Friday and I forget things.
Gotcha.
But once that's on Netflix, I will be watching that.
Word.
Because it's so damn good.
Like I said, it's always something I got to get back into.
You do. Mm-hmm. Jon Favreau to head a live-action Star Wars show.
Star Wars all the time. 100 Years Star Wars. Star Wars Adventures.com. Yeah, more Star Wars. Jon Favreau, who done Swingers and Iron Man 2. He was Happy Hogan in those movies.
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing more Star Wars stuff.
That's pretty cool. I mean, he did he ignited this Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think this is going to be more like when we get more information on Disney's streaming service.
Sure.
This is going to be something
that's going to go on there.
Absolutely,
sure.
Yes.
Fuck. Do we have to? Do we really have to talk about this trash?
Yeah.
It's so this is
in the demo.
New Thundercats show, but it's not what you're expecting.
It's not your mama's Thundercats. Or your child selves Thundercats.
It's gonna be trash.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's in the same style as that show Steven Universe. It looks like, and Teen Titans Blow. And it looks horrible.
I don't like that art style. That art style is not for me. I'll say that everyone straight up.
Do Thundercats a favor. Don't watch this, so the show will get canceled. Hopefully.
Wow. Well, I mean, it is Cartoon Network, so chances are pretty bad it's going to survive
I know.
very long. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the thing. It just wasn't doing it for me.
Nope. Not at all.
I can't even say I have fond memories of Thundercats growing up. I just see this and I'm like, this is not like.
No.
I mean, when they redesigned the Ninja Turtles, which I have more of an affinity for.
Right.
I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. When I saw they've been revamping Transformers since fucking Beast Wars, basically, and I'm fine with that.
They've also been revamping Ninja Turtles for a while, though.
Yeah,
too,
true, but I mean,
so-
they've pretty much stayed consistent as,
Yeah.
the Turtles. This is the newest show on Nickelodeon. I think it's called Rise of the TMNT or whatever.
Okay.
Those are some radical redesigns, like Raphael's big and bulky, and,
Okay.
whatever. Like that's that. I'm fine with that, but I just don't like this art style. Like that's I don't even call myself a snob, but I don't like it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, fuck that shit. In wrestling,
Word up.
Super Indie Show All In sells out 10,000 tickets in under 30 minutes. That's insane.
I believe it was like someone said they couldn't do it, and then they did it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a show held in
Probably Jim
Chicago,
Cornette.
probably,
Fucking
or
trash.
Meltzer or whatever.
Yeah, fucking fags.
It's going to be held in Chicago. It's pretty much headed up by Bullet Club members Cody and the Young Bucks.
Those are the three.
Those are the three
really
financiers,
yeah.
because I mean those guys have made a killing on the independent scene, especially
yeah.
over in Japan and wherever. So, yeah, this is kind of almost a revolutionary thing in wrestling. This is a completely independent show that has no, I'm going to say corporate backer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially at that level. Like, I mean, you got Ring of Honor, sure, you got Impact Wrestling, sure, WWE, obviously, but, like, this is, like, a couple guys just coming together to try to make this thing in wrestling happen.
Are they going to be doing it on pay-per-view or anything?
That I don't know. I, mean,
I haven't heard
on Twitch,
anything.
because I know Twitch is kind
Yeah.
of a thing that's happening now, especially, like, Tommy Dreamer's got, like, a Twitch channel for House of Hardcore
Yeah, okay.
and stuff like that. So I'd imagine they would definitely do something.
Now, for
'cause,
that,
I mean, that's...
you actually got to pay for that stuff,
I believe
right?
so.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. There might be like a Twitch Prime membership or something for
Gotcha.
that, but
Okay.
I'm not entirely too sure. But I mean, hey, good for them.
That's awesome.
That's it. Yeah.
Good job,
No one
Cody
can say
and
that
Bucks.
this business is failing.
No.
If something like that's happened, like you got fans that are hungry who want to see that, especially in the Chicago area, like they definitely want to see some wrestling.
Yep. I do know that, like, because they're gonna be doing signings and whatnot, and I know CM Punk said he's gonna try to do signings because I know they've actually been trying to get him.
Oh, of course,
to come
yeah,
back. And
of course, yeah. And I feel like Chicago would blow up if they did that.
Oh my God, yeah.
big time.
Smackdown to be on Fox starting fall 2019.
Yep. Yeah, so apparently WWE wanted to keep SmackDown on USA Network.
Right.
USA was more interested in keeping Raw, especially at 3 hours. And they really weren't, they kind of really weren't budging on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They were just like, nah, that's fine, it's fine. So Fox is now picking up SmackDown, which is going to be the first time in a while that you're going to get wrestling on broadcast channel.
And that's, honestly, I think that's good.
No, it's super great. I dig it. I mean, hopefully, like, because there was issues with, like, when it was on, like, UPN and CW and stuff like that. Like, you have to cater to a different corporate structure. Like,
Right.
You have different advertisers, you have different demographics, different people, in charge. Whereas when everything was all under USA's umbrella, you were dealing with the same people, you were dealing with this, everything was pretty much similar. There's going to be some changes, absolutely. Is it going to remain live? I think it's going back to Fridays.
Okay.
Is it going to remain live?
It
Who knows?
is. It is also on Fox.
It's going to be 3 hours.
So
Who knows?
it'll be there for 6 months and then get canceled.
Is it going to get canceled immediately? Who knows?
Fox is like the EA of
Yeah,
television.
pretty much. So I mean, we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to see how it plays out.
Sounds good.
All right, Tommy. Before we get into the movie topic, what have you been up to?
I have read and finished this graphic novel called Infinity. It's just this big, massive war in Marvel with Thanos.
Okay.
Thanos is pretty much, he's looking for his son, Thane, because he wants to kill him. He's gone around the universe killing all of his children.
Okay.
Apparently Thanos is a pimp and he's just been plugging many different species.
Sure.
Kind of like Kurt Russell's character in Guardians.
Ego, right? I got you.
Yeah. And he comes to Earth because his son Thane is with the Inhumans.
Okay.
There's also this whole other thing where these creatures called the Builders, who have been there since the beginning of time, they are coming to Earth because they're like, Earth isn't working, so we're going to eliminate you now. We're gonna destroy you. And
Wow,
Captain America's like, no. So you
not.
have the Avengers, who they are teamed up with the Shi'ar Empire. So you have like Gladiator, and that whole crew.
Okay.
The Kree, Ronin and the Accusers, which sounds like a band. The Brood
I like their earlier
are
stuff.
there. Annihilus is there. So
Sure.
it's like you have all these factions who are like, all right, you helped us out in this situation. We're going to put all of our shit aside, and we're going to help you save your planet. This is also the introduction of the Black Order.
Okay.
So this is where you first see Corvus Clave.
The other three.
The other guys.
Okay.
One of the coolest things was Black Dwarf, the big lizard-looking dude from Infinity War. That's his name in the comics, is Black Dwarf.
Okay.
I think he was about to kill Captain Marvel, and all of a sudden Ronan just comes behind him with his hammer and caves his fucking skull in.
Word.
It was fantastic to see. So and then you have Captain America managed to get everyone like all these alien species rally behind Earth and help them out.
All right.
Which is pretty cool.
Earth is number one.
Yep. Making headway in Uncharted 3.
Well, all right. So, what are your thoughts? Good.
Oh, I loved
Good
it.
Story?
I'll go back and read it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Awesome. You read it? What, on the Kindle or whatever? The hell? Your
digitally.
e-reader? Gotcha.
Yeah,
digitally.
it was on sale. It's normally like $30. It was on sale for $10. So I was like,
Jesus.
yeah, I can't pass that up.
Yeah, that's kind of the way to go. I've noticed.
Yeah. Sadly, I mean, there are certain books that I will I will purposely go to the comic book shop and buy.
I got you.
Because if I've already started collecting them in physical, I'm not gonna jump to digital.
I understand.
So.
Yeah, I got you.
I've been playing Uncharted 3.
Okay.
Making headway. Currently, me and Sully, we've reunited with Chloe and Cutter.
Okay.
That part where you gotta run from the spiders that are just creeping, and then if you're not fast enough, they just come and they eat your whole body. So I
kind of remember.
I
something
died
like
there
that.
several times, and I was just at a part where I have guys just shooting rockets at me, and I gotta sit there and snipe each one.
Okay.
The amount of times that I'm sitting there, I have my sniper rifle, I'm about to pull the trigger, a rocket comes to my right, and I get killed. I was like, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
But I'm having again, I've said it numerous times. I love this game series. I will play it forever.
No, yeah, Uncharted's one of my favorite Sony franchises right at the moment.
What have you...
That's it?
That's all. Dude, it's been very...
Wow.
I mean, besides going to see movies...
Right, which we'll get to.
That's all I've really been up to.
All right.
I'm very slow. Very slow.
No,
Very
it's
slow.
okay.
So...
Gotta stick with what you know. That's it. I've been playing more God of War. I'm really close to finishing it. I'm gonna hopefully finish it up this weekend.
Nice.
Am I gonna go try to 100% it? I don't think so.
Okay.
There are some definite challenges in the game, combat-wise, which is fine. But I've had situations where they've been just incredibly cheap. It wasn't... I wouldn't even say... it's fair, because I'm definitely dying, and I definitely know what I'm doing, but it's not something I really want to spend hours upon hours of my time towards, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'd rather just work towards the end goal at this point, and not try to do some of these little side stories. So definitely next episode, I will hopefully have it done. I will...
Nice.
I'll try not to spoil it, because I know you want to play it.
Eventually.
But I will get more into the nuances of the things I want to talk about. And which also basically just tiptoeing around spoilers. I also got back into South Park.
Okay.
Fractured But Whole. I finished up the Professor Chaos bit. So I'm into day 3.
The storage unit.
So I'm into day 3. I have a third class
Yes.
What did I pick? I picked the cyborg
Okay.
one. So I basically have out of my move set, I have just a simple punch.
Okay.
I have an electric punch for range, which is something my character definitely needed, and I have the one of the psychics moves where you can confuse somebody and they work on your side.
Okay. What's your super?
The super is just still like the regular brutalists one
Okay.
punch sort of thing, or not one punch, but like you just beat the shit out of the guy. That's it. I unlocked like Tool Shed. I like Tool Shed's character. That's really fun. I just love it's so charming. Like to say that about a South Park game is weird, but it's like I think I mentioned it. Like one of your first battles, like in the tutorial, you're just battling in the street, and then the battle has to stop because a car is coming. So it's like it breaks you out of the game for a car to go by, and that happens every so often too. I fought Kyle's cousin.
Okay.
To a point now, he just kind of runs in and just basically just gets hurt.
So
annoying. It's so funny though. Like it's just like stuff like that is like, is this scripted? Like it's just so in the game and it's just so natural. Like I get confused. I'm like, does this just happen?
How do you like those the assist powers?
The two assist powers I have. Are you talking about the summons?
No. Like where you can call like Captain Diabetes.
Oh yes, okay, all right.
So
in that sounds weird.
And fart.
In the
weird.
game, so solving puzzles outside of just regular battle, you can call some of your super friends or whatever they're calling them, and you're just solving puzzles. So one of the guys, Captain Diabetes, gets diabetes rage, and he just kind of destroys part of the environment so you can cross. You can float on a kite with Kyle.
Yeah.
You can blow away red Lego bricks, which are lava, because again, they're kids playing games, and you can kind of blow them away with that stuff. That's really funny.
When I got that one, I was just like, okay, that's you might have hit a new spot.
Stan basically takes the sand blower, a sand blaster, and puts the hose up the kid's butt, and the kid has his legendary farting abilities. And he blows that stuff away.
It's so fucked up, but so funny.
Yes, but it's so cool because that opens up parts of the level. If there was red lava bricks, now you can pass that.
Yeah.
If there was a roof you couldn't get to, you can get on top of that. I'm having a really good time. I enjoy taking my time in the game because I like all the different side quests and stuff like that. So that's something I'll definitely put in my time. We're gonna talk about this live right now. Are you gonna go back to it? You gonna play any of the DLC? Is this a game that was worth your dollars for more? content?
I'll probably do Casa Bonita.
Okay.
At one point,
Okay.
I really want to get through Uncharted. I want to get through Uncharted.
Yeah.
I'll go back to it.
I might. Depending on when the final DLC releases, where I'm at, I might just pick up the season pass and just keep going.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely doing that. More video game stuff. So I was talking about doing Replay May. I still, in my mind, am doing Replay May. However, I didn't think God of War would take so long. And I thought, I guess, I'd have more free time. So I did start replaying Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots.
Yep.
On the PS3.
Fuck
and
them.
I've only played it in 2 play sessions, and I've really only progressed into 2 areas. That's it. Because I'm still trying to get just used to the controls, because I remember that game coming out, and there was a lot going on. There's different stances, there's different camouflage techniques, there's different combat techniques. You can shoot with the resistance soldiers and they'll be friendly towards you, and stuff like that. I'm trying to just understand all these different mechanics going on in the game, especially before I hop back into Ground Zeroes and then Phantom Pain, because that game is way more modern than Metal Gear Solid 4. So I want to try to get back into that. But it's my free time is going to those other 2 amazing games, and yeah. But I still have hopes to do that. I still have hopes to go back and play, like I announced on YouTube and Twitter and all that shit, Star Wars Republic Commando, because that's backwards compatible on the Xbox One. I hope to also stream that, so I got to set that up also. But counting down the days to May right now, and I don't know.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't
3
know.
days.
I don't know. This might have been a bust.
Womp womp.
All right,
womp.
fuck yourself.
Yep.
I've been watching some shit too. I'm watching some shit too. because Netflix, like I said, has all the downloadable stuff. I've been getting back into Punisher.
Okay.
Because that's downloadable. Thank God.
That's
'Cause
awesome.
I wouldn't have watched it anyways. I'm about halfway through.
Okay.
I am enjoying, like, the plot is, like, I'm bored, but I still get to see Frank Castle do some fucking cool shit
Frank Castle
sometimes.
stuff, yeah.
Absolutely. Frank Castle doing Frank Castle stuff.
Uh-huh.
I've been also watching this anime, 15-minute anime, called Agretsuko. We were talking about this a little bit.
You mentioned it, and I tried, and
Not for you?
I couldn't.
It's all right. So it's put out by Sanrio, which is the same company that does Hello Kitty. So already that's like, well, all right, sure. So you're getting that design of animal or that design of character, super cute, definitely, but it's definitely adult oriented. And I say that in the sense of that the main character, Retsuko, is like like a red panda, right? And she's in an accounting department in a business, and she hates her job. And the way that she vents her frustrations is through death metal. So every episode, there's like this big, like super aggressive action scene. Not even action scene, but like just like it's super goes against what you're looking at from like a Hello Kitty standpoint. And it's really funny. Like there's some later episodes that are just bonkers. And I'm digging it. Like I said, it's 15 minutes. I'm watching it in Japanese, and I got English subtitles because I'm a poser. But, yeah, I've been digging it. I'll finish it up.
Yeah, I got through 10 minutes of the first episode, where it was just like, she was freaking out because she was wearing Crocs.
Right, but I mean, you think about it.
But I was just like,
Tom, what would happen if you went to work? I mean, you're not a well-to-do female business lady, but if you went to work and you just looked down and realized you were wearing like pajama pants and your slippers still, you wouldn't give a shit.
It's just
but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It would be so awkward for some people, especially if they're trying to remain so professional.
Yeah.
That's something that, I mean, Tom, I came out of the house once, I was wearing 2 different sneakers.
I did that the other day.
See? All right, so this is something that is relatable to people. And if you, God forbid, or like you're going for a job interview and you realize like, oh, I'm wearing sneakers with green fucking shoelaces right now.
I don't know.
My life is over.
It's
funny.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Right, yeah. And that's what I've been up to.
That's what counts. Is that you're enjoying it.
Yes, exactly. Rude boys go to the movies. Popcorn. Blue jobs.
Wait.
Those don't go together in your... Okay, never mind. Thank God I don't get popcorn with you.
Yeah, no.
So, we have gone to the movies. Well, we have gone to see movies. We didn't go, like, make movies or finance movies. Or did we? We went to go see Deadpool 2. And we went to go see Solo, A Star Wars Story. And we're going to tell you all about it, Rude Nation. Now, be wary of spoilers. Again, because
fucking spoilers.
Spoiler warning. Ongoing spoiler warning. Up until this point right now, spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
SPOILERS.
Spoilers. Spoiler alert. Spoilers.
We are going to put an air horn.
Spoiler.
Over all this nonsense talk.
Well, I don't want to hear people watch this on YouTube or whatever, and they're like, I had no idea there were going to be spoilers. There's spoilers.
Yeah,
all right?
folks.
Let's get into it. Let's start with Deadpool 2. What were your thoughts, Tommy?
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Okay, I'm with you.
It was, one of the running gags was lazy writing.
Okay.
And that's kind of how I felt.
Right.
They, relied on too much of
what worked.
What worked with the first one.
Yeah, agreed.
It didn't evolve as
Excuse me.
It didn't evolve as a movie franchise.
Okay.
It also relied too much on MCU jokes.
Yes, that was a big problem I had. Like, I get that Deadpool is all like self-referential and shit like that, but there was a ton of name drops from different comic book franchises, different movie franchises, It was just getting annoying.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm aware he does that in the comics, but like, it was just getting almost like elbow into the ribs.
Yeah, like, hey, right,
oh,
yeah, that's
Black
funny, right?
Widow,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and
give me a bow and arrow, and I'm basically Hawkeye. Like, okay, yeah, we get it.
yeah, and I was just like, all right, we get it. Like when I will pick it up when it comes out. I'm gonna make a drinking game every time there's an MCU reference.
I would say every time there's an F-bomb, because there was a lot of
Yeah.
F-bombs in there. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a prude or anything like that, but
it
was just too much.
Yeah, it just doesn't
It was
make
just-
it mean anything.
Exactly, thank you. Like, it was meaningless. They were just saying, you know, F this, F that, F this, F that, and it was just like, all right, I get it.
Right.
Like, this is an R-rated movie. Like, they're just going for the record at this point, like, without any
Real records to beat.
I guess. All right. But when it worked, I liked it. Like,
Yeah.
I liked the story.
Okay.
I liked the fact that it was it was paralleling Deadpool 1, where Deadpool kind of used violence to solve his problem in the first movie. He was trying to prevent someone from using violence to solve that problem. And I like the fact that the Fire Fist, or whatever that kid's name was, he was basically would be the future villain that would basically set up all the shit that goes down in Cable's timeline.
Yep.
And that was cool, because that was almost like Deadpool would just be like, yeah, whatever, I don't give a fuck about this kid, let him kill whoever, da 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 da. But like, no, he gets a taste for it, and then basically just brings the world crumbling down around him. So I like that, which definitely gave Cable a good motive. And Cable, I thought, was really good. Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I think Josh Brolin did a really good job bringing that character for the first time, as you said.
Minus being like 7 inches too short. Like, he's a short man.
Yeah. And
But,
being like,
and they made a joke about that too, which is funny.
and being like as wide as a goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, that's true. But I thought he did a good job. We'll talk about the other good stuff, like Zazie Beetz as Domino.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, you know, going back to some of the bad stuff was.
Let's keep talking about the good stuff. How about?
Oh, okay.
Come on, Tom.
All right. Well, I got some
All right,
one more negative
put
thing.
it, okay, put it in your pocket.
No.
Let's talk about. I thought Domino did a good job.
Yes. Yeah. For all the haters of Domino.
Which is so silly to me.
It
Like, I
really
mean,
is.
you really have a hard on for Domino. Like, you got to be like, oh, it's a black actress. Like,
Yeah.
who cares,
Yeah.
dude? Like,
and like the whole, oh, she looks like Barf's daughter from Spaceballs.
right?
You're a bunch of twats. Do better.
Yeah, no,
Do better.
that's not funny.
No.
That's just lazy writing.
Yeah. It wasn't funny when I first saw the meme. It wasn't funny
Right.
when I saw it actually an hour ago, like
Sure.
a couple of hours ago.
Sure. But yeah, no, Zazie Beetz was great.
She was great.
I liked the introduction of Juggernaut.
That was
That was cool. Like,
How
I
they
didn't
kept
I
that
didn't-
under wraps.
Dude, I didn't think they were doing that. And then
Yeah.
they did it. It was almost like bringing in Colossus for the first one. Like, it
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, it's Colossus. Like, oh shit, it's the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And you saw who's played or who portrayed him.
no.
They modeled the face, and the
Uh-huh.
voice is from Ryan Reynolds. So he was doing like double duty basically.
Of course they did.
But I thought that was a cool, fun. That was a fun bit they
Fun-
did there.
yeah.
Colossus, especially Colossus versus Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How that went down, not so cool.
What do you mean, the fight in general, or?
Yeah, well, how he ends up beating Juggernaut.
Oh well, I mean, you know, class. I mean, that was a little R-rated
Yeah.
comedy / Deadpool style. They basically stick a thing up his butt and electrocute him and all that stuff. But hey, whatever. It's the Juggernaut. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
That was
So,
pretty cool.
all right. So, Tom, you wanted to bring up something else about Deadpool 2.
I'll bring up a negative and a positive.
Okay, cool, perfect.
The kid who played Fire Fist.
Not a fan?
He sucked.
You know what, to go back to my whole thought that he was mirroring Deadpool 1, like, that's how he was doing, he was all, like, raunchy and, you know, shit like that. Like, it didn't work for me, but, like, it was, like, it was fine.
Yeah.
For me.
He
Not a
blew.
fan.
He blew. I hope I never see him in another movie. He looks like a male Rebel Wilson.
Okay, that's fine.
And he acts like her as well, which
Oh.
is probably why I want to punch him in his stupid 15-year-old face.
All right, then.
Going on to a positive note, though.
Okay.
Vanessa.
Vanessa,
I
man,
love
she's
her. Love her.
gorgeous.
Really
Gorgeous
is.
actress. I'm surprised they killed her off.
Yeah.
Or did they? I don't know, because
They
the end
No, he saved
sequence, the end sequence is all like time travel.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I guess Vanessa saved. Thank God,
Yeah.
because I remember actually like right after Deadpool came out, there was talk that Blake Lively was super jealous on Vanessa's actress
Okay.
having all these like
Miranda.
hot love scenes
Yeah.
with her husband. And I was afraid they were going to recast or do something. And
If
when
they
they
recast-
killed her, I was like, oh.
If they recast her with Blake Lively, I probably would have been alright with that too.
Yeah, that's fine. I could see Blake Lively anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I only see the Monica girl really in Deadpool. I don't watch Gotham or anything like that.
Yeah, you
But,
never watched Firefly.
never watched
or
Firefly.
Serenity.
Yep.
Uh,
Here's my nerd card, Rude Nation.
no,
but,
whatever, dude. It's
Eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she was smoking hot.
Always is.
Dude, I think fucking the chick who plays Negasonic,
Yeah.
she's gorgeous.
Chick who plays, Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz was gorgeous.
Is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Good
Like,
casting all around.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some other casting. Brad Pitt as the Vanisher for a split second.
So random. Bill-
Terry Crews as Bedlam.
Yep.
And then you got Bill Skarsgård as
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist. And get ready for that X Factor movie that you're not going to get because they killed them all, which I
X-Force.
thought was X Force.
movie.
Damn it.
It's all right.
X-Force movie.
It's all right. X. You got the X
I
part.
got the X right.
Okay.
I got the one letter right out of that.
And let's talk about the major cameo.
The X
The
Men.
big cameo. The X-Men
Yep.
showed up for like a second.
Yep. No,
If
that
you
was
blinked,
good.
you missed it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like
We were talking about it. We almost forgot about that cameo,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was very funny. Apparently, that was filmed while they were doing Dark Phoenix,
okay.
so that's why it was like
that'd
the
be
more modern, not modern, but the more new take on the X Men.
That would be funny if they're in that meeting and you just hear Deadpool ranting
That'd be
on the
actually
other
pretty
side of the door.
That'd be actually pretty funny.
fantastic.
We'll have to see.
Oh my
in
God.
2020 when that movie
Yeah.
comes out.
That
But
would-
yeah, no, that was cool. So then, like, also other cameos. So you sort of got your Hugh Jackman cameo,
yeah.
although it was footage from Wolverine Origins,
Yep.
which Ryan Reynolds went to go clear that timeline up,
Yeah,
and kill off his original Deadpool portrayal.
Yep.
And-
a lot.
yeah, several times, and also killed himself.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool
This
went
super
back.
meta moment.
Yep.
He went back before Ryan Reynolds signed up for Green Lantern.
Yup.
Which is,
So
Man.
fucked up.
I guess you got to make fun of yourself, or else you'll just
You'll go insane.
exactly, yeah. So what did we say, Tom? Anything else you want to talk about Deadpool 2?
No.
Final thoughts? Like the first one better, right?
I'm much better, like 100 times better.
I like what worked, but when it fell flat, I thought I
Yep.
didn't like it at all. So all the stuff that was alluding back to Deadpool 1, all the gags going back to Deadpool 1, I wasn't a fan of.
Nope.
All the new shit they did, I liked.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much all there is to say. So what would you give it, like, out of let's say 10?
10.
Yeah. You gotta find a rubric, but 10. 10 points.
I will say 6.5.
6.5? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say 7.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
Maybe 7.5
Okay.
if
I
Megasonic and Sukio made out or something like
Yukio.
that. Yukio? Whatever, I don't give a shit.
I give it an 8 if I was drinking kind of like beer goggles,
I got you. Okay.
Because everything looks better when you're drinking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, that was it. That was
That
Deadpool.
was it.
That was
That was
Deadpool 2. Now we're going to talk about
Solo. A Star Wars.
Solo.
On me,
Jabba the Hutt, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Jabba. So, yeah, we went to go see Solo, a Star Wars story. A little bit of pretense. What were your expectations, Tom?
Very low.
Same. Like, I wasn't going in expecting the next great Star Wars movie.
No.
We're getting to that point, I think, that, like, we're getting a Star Wars movie a year.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely since the past, like, 3 years. Definitely
Yep.
since Force Awakens kicked everything off. I'm kind of like, I'm not necessarily okay with it, but I'm just like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially since they're not straight episodes of Star Wars. Like, we got 7 and 8.
Yep.
And we got 2 spin-offs where I'd imagine getting a third spin-off after episode 9, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. You're going to have, they got the cartoons and everything, but like, you're going to have live action shows and more cartoons and stuff like that. So we're going to hit a point where there's going to be a ton of Star Wars going on in the world.
I've actually been liking the spin-offs better than the actual movie.
I agree because I love the Star Warsy part of Star Wars.
Yep.
Like, the Jedi stuff was great. If you like the Jedi stuff, then you might like the prequels. I thought the prequels were fine, but like, at that point, I'm like, okay, you told all the Jedi stories I really want. Not all the Jedi stories, but like, you told enough Jedi stories, especially in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. So, like, when you see movies like Rogue One, which deals about, a ragtag group of people trying to get the Death Star plans, I'm down for that. Because then that's Star Warsy stuff. A movie like Solo, it's a heist film. It's a heist film.
Yep.
Yeah. You got a ragtag group of people trying to get a thing, get some fuel, get a MacGuffin basically, just to solve the end of the plot of the movie. So I was fine with that, and I knew that going into it. Like, I wasn't like all the bullshit and all the production nonsense that was getting marred down and bogged down and stuff like that. Like, it didn't matter to me because they were still gonna push it. If they straight out canceled it, then it was like, okay, that movie must have been a steaming pile of shit.
Yeah, but this is
right.
I mean, this was really good.
Yeah,
it did have me being like, oh shit, are they actually gonna pull this off? Like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously
they did. Because we just saw it. We just saw the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
it was definitely a movie.
Yeah, there were parts where you're like, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna pull this off. Like, I don't trust.
All right, so let's talk about it.
I don't trust that motherfucker. Like,
oh well, sure, yeah. There's always that. So, the dude who played Han, whose name I can never know nor pronounce. We're gonna look it up right now.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna say it's like Aid in English, but it ain't Aid in English because that's a wrestler. You know what I mean? But that's like that's the name. Okay, we're looking it up right now. There's some live shaming right now.
Live researching. Alden Ehrenreich.
Aiden English plays Han Solo, a young Han Solo. And, like, I thought he did a fine job. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, Harrison Ford obviously is OG. But, whatever. Like, I'm okay with this.
As a young Solo, I think he did awesome.
Yeah, I thought he did fine. Like, it's a character, people can try their best at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one's touching Harrison Ford's portrayal of Han Solo. And, I thought he did fine. The other castmates, Woody Harrelson. I thought he was really good. Emilia Clarke.
Yes.
That was good. The character, Paul Bettany, who plays almost like the big bad.
Yep.
He was good.
Almost like the big bad.
No, he was. I mean, for all intents and purposes, he was the big bad.
Yes,
and you want to talk about?
Yes and no.
He was the big bad because the real big bad didn't do anything.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
The real big bad.
Let's just get right into it. Spoiler alert. Here we go.
The real big bad was Emilia Clarke.
No, I disagree. She took the opportunity. She took that void of power.
Yeah.
She wasn't the big bad.
Yeah, but she was.
Paul Bettany was the main bad guy in the flick. When he died, though, she decided to ascend the throne.
I disagree. I think she. And I'm gonna say it right now. She was working with Maul the whole time.
I don't think she was.
She was working for him.
She didn't look like she was happy about it, so I don't think she was. I think she realized...
You don't know, man.
She looked upset.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Darth Maul's in this movie too, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I think, like, if you guys didn't, like, I don't watch Rebels or what was the other show? Clone Wars. Duh. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch any of those really, but I know Darth Maul shows back up.
Yeah.
He ends up dying in a battle on Tatooine with Obi-Wan, so his story's already told. But it was cool to have him reintroduced back onto the movies.
So I'm guessing this is after that battle then.
What do you mean? After the battle of in Phantom Menace, absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is like Darth Maul with like probably the robot spider legs.
Well, he had robot legs.
Yeah.
That's what I was curious about because so like they portrayed him. I thought it might have been the Emperor or something like
Yeah,
that.
so
But
did I at
I'm like I see the robot legs and it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like him either.
Yeah, I
So
don't think
and then
I
they
don't know if
revealed it was Darth Maul. I feel like they were probably just like, oh, it's Darth Maul, guys.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like if you saw Rebels and Clone Wars, you're like, okay, I saw him.
I don't know,
I
that
know
was
he's
cool.
but yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I like him. They're not gonna do anything about him
Yeah.
because he's dead in the current continuity.
Yeah, when
But,
that shit popped up, I was just like, oh.
Yeah, that was neat. As a big Shadows of the Empire fan, there wasn't a lot of Prince Shizor / Black Sun
Okay.
reference. Those are the main crime syndicate in
Gotcha.
in that like sect of the universe. Because
Well,
basically they didn't want to really deal with Jabba the Hutt, so they had to deal with this other crime guy.
Well, that seems like the Crimson Dawn
Yeah.
are
a stand-in for that. But I mean, even just
Exactly.
like a name drop or something
Yeah.
like that, you know, like that would have been cool. Especially shout out to Emilia Clarke's character, Kira, who I wouldn't mind seeing more of.
Yeah.
Like that's I mean, her story
I'd like to
was
see
open
what
up.
else she did.
Absolutely, yeah. Like she could definitely pop back up.
Absolutely.
In Rebels is done, but like in the new Resistance show or the movies, whatever. She mentions that she knows Tedescasi, which back in the day there was a PS1, a notoriously awful PS1 Star Wars game. It was a 3D arena battle game called Masters of Tedescasi, and yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was just something else that, like, you know, they dust off the lore every so
Yeah.
often, and they make the nerds happy with like,
that's-
oh, I know that reference.
Well,
Blah.
I mean, my favorite part of this was seeing
Favorite
like,
part of the movie.
was seeing like the relationship building between like Han and Chewie, because it's always
Oh,
been
absolutely,
like
yeah.
just,
That's one of the main
like,
things.
That's
Yeah.
I you know, I love that. I mean, because that's probably my favorite duo forever in Star Wars.
Oh, I'm with you, man. Not Lando and Nine Nub.
Nine Nub.
Not Luke. Not Luke and Dak. No.
No.
All right. Yeah. No. Chewie and Han. That's
Yeah,
that's
it's totally-
definitely. Everyone else is a close second, but yeah, Han and Chewie.
Badass.
Those are the OG pairing of Star Wars.
Very cool though. Like
Mhm.
always seeing like whenever Han was like flying a ship, he was always wearing the flight gloves.
I didn't catch that.
Like how he wears them in the movies, which is pretty cool.
I didn't catch that, but yeah, don't get me wrong. Like the thing with the dice might have been a little overblown because, like, you know, there was definitely a item in the original trilogy, but no one really talks about it until Last Jedi, and they made it really known that it was like that's Han's dice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was cool.
Right, yeah.
Gotta talk about Lando.
Lando was
Dude,
awesome.
I thought fucking Donald
Donald
Glover
Glover,
killed it, man.
he killed it.
Emulated Billy D.
He really did.
Like it was pretty cool seeing it, hearing it, and everything like that. Like there's rumors and talks about a Lando movie. I'm cool with that.
I'd be alright with
Definitely
that.
cool
Yeah.
with that.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd sit there for 2 hours plus, watching him, sit at a table playing cards.
I would, you know what I would say? I would see almost like a couple one shot shorts of him. You know what I mean?
Kind of like different stories.
Yeah, exactly.
he
Like I
was-
don't
he did
necessarily.
this
I
here.
don't know if I need to see like a whole thing
And
like
his rise, and then how he ends up becoming pretty much leader of Cloud City.
Sure, yeah. Like I don't think we really need that story, but I know there's like a Lando Calrissian trilogy that's obviously not canon anymore, but like him just being like, you know,
Yeah.
sexy 70s smuggler, you know, like that's pretty much what Billy D was, and that's pretty much what Donald Glover was in this one.
I do like the fact that we did get the, Han actually being part of the Empire at one point. That was
they
pretty
touch
cool.
on that. I think there was some talk about that being like almost like a deleted portion of the movie, like more of him in the Empire.
Okay.
But I mean, I could be talking out of my asshole, which is perfectly fine. All right, so I don't want to say we're heaping praise on this movie, but like, do we have anything that didn't work? You think? Like, I know we already established that we had very low expectations coming into it. Like anything that you felt like was just like meh. Like, I'm okay with this. I don't like how tidy everything was. Like you had the Kessel Run, and you had Han meeting Chewie, and you had the Millennium Falcon basically looking how it does in New Hope.
It was
like it was definitely like
you didn't
it
like
didn't
that.
need to.
You didn't like the fact that they were playing it safe.
Not necessarily safe, but I don't think it needed to show everything all at once. You know what I mean? Like they could not have even showed the Kessel Run,
Right.
and they could have just been like, that was the thing that happened. Like, it was cool. The whole sequence was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it all, but it didn't need it. They could have probably done something maybe a little more original. So yeah, maybe you're right. It was a little too safe. It was dealing with already sort of established Han Solo lore.
Yeah.
And they just kind of
And then
embellished it.
And then they throw in like the pirates, which was pretty cool.
That was cool. I thought that was gonna go a different way, but yeah, I was fine with that. It was a very cool looking character.
We didn't hear the word hope, which I was happy about.
Definitely didn't hear the word hope. Yeah, because coming out for fucking Rogue One and Last Jedi. Yeah, hope. You want a drinking game?
Yeah.
You take that.
Boy.
I like the robot character, which is apparently
L3,
L337, which is Leet. But yeah, I like that character.
Okay.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Star Wars fanboys, if you can even call them fanboys at this time, because if they're going to bitch and moan about everything... Well, yeah, I guess you got to bitch about something in order to be a fucking fanboy nowadays.
Yep.
But it was very, very resistance heavy, very, equal rights for droids. So I'm sure somebody got a fucking panties in a bunch for that one. No disrespect to people who wear panties.
Oh boy, look what you just did.
I know, I started a microaggression.
Yeah.
Who voiced L3?
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
No idea who that is.
No idea.
She sounds familiar. Honestly, she sounded like Gwendolyn Christie.
That's who I thought it was. I thought it was her. She was in a show. Nothing.
She was in nothing that I know of.
Yeah, let's see.
She sounded like Gwendolyn Christie, so that's why I was getting
She's
really
been in
confused.
23 things, apparently.
Okay, this is some poor radio.
Is jack and shit. She
I
means
have not
nothing
seen,
to me.
Yeah. I mean, she did a good job. I liked the character. I thought there was going to be more of like a connection. Again, me saying I didn't like things buttoning up so closely to the original trilogy. I thought there was going to be more of like a connection between L3 and Lando's manservant Lobot on Cloud City. But again, that was me just being like, oh, might as well tie this to that, because we're tying all loose ends together.
You realize this is the first Star Wars movie that R2 and C-3PO don't show up in.
That is
This
right.
Is the
You're right, because they had a brief cameo in Rogue One, right?
Yeah.
They were in some fucking spaceport or whatever.
The spaceport.
Yeah.
That they were leaving out of. Yeah.
You're
this
right.
is the first one.
Something else I kind of liked. I liked how it was executed. I didn't really like the subject matter. What they did for the quote-unquote opening crawl. So far, Rogue One, smash cuts right to the planet.
Yep.
Done. Like, a long time ago, galaxy far, far away, boom, planet. This one gives you a little bit of something. It gives you a little bit of backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how the backstory was written. It was almost like if Ron Howard wanted to narrate it like he would in fucking Arrested Development. Off the mean streets of Corellia. Like, oh, God. Like, gross. But, that was interesting. Like it gave me enough. It felt kind of like a crawl, but it wasn't.
Okay.
And that's obviously what they're using for the side stories to step away from the proper episodes.
Sure. Yeah.
Because the proper episodes definitely have the crawls.
Ron Howard's brother showing up briefly.
Yep. Warwick Davis getting an actual non-makeup role.
Yep. That was pretty.
That was cool. Good for him.
I did like Woody Harrelson's first crew.
Yeah, that was an interesting dynamic. Yeah,
I like them. I think everything that was supposed to worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't have anything bad to say.
Yeah,
about it.
Agreed. But
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it, but were your socks knocked off? Was it oh god, yeah, it wasn't Infinity War, is what we're talking about. I mean, you had high hopes for Infinity War, and that movie fucking exceeded them all. But let's talk about Infinity War.
Within this month of these three big movies, nothing's
and
honestly,
Infinity War.
I think for the rest of the year, nothing's going to touch Infinity War.
I see where you're going with that. Yes,
I don't.
I subscribe to your line of thinking.
I don't see Wasp Ant-Man.
Nope.
Aquaman, I don't see.
Oh God, that's a thing still.
Yeah,
Okay.
comes out November.
All right, cool.
So, guess what we're doing
busy
for my
that
birthday.
month. Busy that month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, all right, out of 10, anything else to say about it?
Just go see it.
Yeah.
Go see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, fuck
It
the
doesn't-
haters, man.
It doesn't deserve the hate.
If you have any interest in Star Wars, go see it.
If you have any love for Han, go see it.
If you have,
How about this? Just go see the goddamn
yeah, go
movie.
see the movie. Go see the movie.
Go see the goddamn movie.
On that note,
out of 10?
out of 10,
I'd say 7.5.
that seems pretty fair.
Yeah.
That seems pretty fair.
I will give it a higher rating than Deadpool 2.
That seems pretty fair.
Yeah.
Because like I liked what Deadpool 2 did right, and I really did not like what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean.
I hear you.
But Solo was on average pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Dug it.
Yeah.
Word.
And that was Rude Boys going to the movies. Whew, so that was a jam-packed episode, full of jam.
You're an asshole. You're still an asshole for the Rick and Morty thing.
That was
funny.
one of my. That was good.
That was
I like
your
that,
case of
trying
the
to
fuck
sneak that in.
around.
That was, yeah. I mean, it was just a perfect thing to do.
Exactly. Distract me, have me look
Distract
shit
you,
up.
Look shit up, and I can sneak that into the notes.
Shenanigans.
Absolutely. Be on your toes, motherfucker.
Yeah. All right.
So, Rude Nation, we're gonna bid you adieu.
I do.
Get ready though. Next episode is gonna be right into the heart of the electronics. Bleh. What the hell is it called? Electronics Entertainment
It's
Expo?
called E3.
Entertainment Expo? Entertainment Electronics Expo?
It's called E3.
The E3. It's gonna be right in the middle of fucking E3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna maybe hold back on the episode or do something because we're gonna put this out right after the press conferences or right after day one of E3.
Well, not this episode. The next episode.
The next. I can't say, Tom. Time paradox.
Too bad.
How can I tell people that it's being held out if they're already hearing it?
Continue.
So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a nice return of Rude Boys Gamecast, much to Tom's love.
That's where we started.
That is true.
You gotta love where you started from.
Absolutely. You got to respect the past so you can love the future. No, not a fan? All right. Well, if you want to hit us up on social media, we got a Twitter account, which is twitter.com/rudeboys469. Got a Facebook account, facebook.com/rudeboys469. Yo, why don't you follow and like and subscribe to all of those things right now? Speaking of subscribing, we got a YouTube page. Have you heard the word of YouTube? bit.ly/rudeboysrudetube. Boom. Subscribe to us. We got nothing on there. But what we will put on there is some video game streaming, which we're going to get back into. I swear to God, we're going to get back into that. We got to get back into A Way Out. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play fucking Republic Commando.
Want to get some Resident Evil 7 up there?
Resident Evil 7, Secret of Mana. We got some things. We got some things kicking around. All right, don't you worry. Don't you worry. If you're listening to us on YouTube, actually, let's bring it back to our beautiful, wonderful, handsome hosts, the Podbean Network. You can hit that at rudeboys.podbean.com.
Flick it.
Flick the bean. And you can reach us on iTunes too. We're on that too. It's called the Apple Podcast app or some bullshit. I don't know. Search for Rude blah 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 blah. Search for Rude Boys Power Hour. That's the name of this program. If you did not realize that, send us some comments, like it, subscribe it, hit us up, slide into those DMs, get wet with us. Let's do it.
Pretty much we're fucking your ears wherever you are.
Absolutely. If you like that, awesome. If you don't, Tom's not one for consent, so...
Too bad.
If you want to hit me up personally on Twitter, I'm okay with that. Come on in. At Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS.
You want to give me those slappy titties? You can slide into my DM at Tommy_Cash for the K.
Very good. Now we're going to go get some wings, because that is Rude Boys tradition after going to the movies. Get ready for more movies talk, by the way. Game talk coming up. E3 on the fucking horizon. Rude Nation, we'll catch you later.
Bye.
This has been a Wall Street Bangers production.